The Marine Toys for Tots foster care program is bringing hope to children who need it most. Every 2 minutes, a child enters foster care, often with only a small bag of belongings. More than 400,000 children face trauma and uncertainty, many before age 8. This May, during Foster Care Awareness Month, Toys for Tots is creating Room for Joy. In 2025, nearly 375,000 children received comfort through toys, books, and essentials, reminding them they are not alone. Donate now and change a child's life.
Listen, all you New Yorkers. Taxi!
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
Breaking news, WABC.
Well, we're back. And today, there's more news than we have hours.
I know. It's amazing, John. First off, on the Iran front, President Trump said, you will know when the ceasefire is over because Iran will just have one big glow. So he's basically saying, hurry up and come to the table. The deadline's supposed to be today, John.
Well, there's a lot of problems there. There's two factions in Iran. And the two factions are there's a faction that wants to make peace, and there's a faction that doesn't want to make peace. So that's why, even though they're hitting a few boats, President Trump has said, what did he say?
He called it a love tap.
A love tap.
He was like, it's a little tiny little thing.
But we'll see. We're going to see any day now. It's not. We're not going to wait too much. I mean, we have breaking news. What else?
Wait, here's another breaking news, by the way, since we got it.
Breaking news, WABC.
And John, this could be absolutely enormous for the midterms. A big decision from the Virginia Supreme Court about redistricting. Ed Cox, essentially, they slapped it down what the Democrats wanted to do the redistricting of the seats, saying it's not constitutional with their state's constitution. In other words, it's thrown out, right? So they can't redistrict.
And they can't appeal any higher. That's it.
Wow, so that's a biggie, Judge. Ed was just saying that's it, right?
What they were trying to do is trying to gerrymander to go from 6-5, break out to 10-1 for the Democrats. It was outrageous. They violated their own procedural requirements under the state constitution, and the Virginia Supreme Court correctly said, no go, it's wrong, you can't do it.
Wow. And John, you know what's amazing about that number is that in Virginia, it was about 6-5 in the last presidential election. So John, they were trying to turn it to 10-1. I mean, you can't make that up.
There are salamanders all over that map.
Yeah. What do you think of, Patterson?
It's a surprisingly wide margin when it's 10-1. And I think if they hadn't gone that far, the court might have ruled another way.
And by the way, 5 of the Congress members would have come out of Fairfax County. That's how bad a gerrymander was. 5 out of the 11 would have been out of Fairfax
So it was a salamander, more like a whale or a minnow? What do you think, Ed?
Both.
One big ocean.
One big ocean. Lots of strange
creatures. I believe one of our reporters is calling in for breaking news.
Absolutely.
Breaking news, WABC.
And joining us now is our great reporter, Jake Novak, who also hosts on the weekends, too. So you got to make sure you listen to him. Jake, there's a lot of big stuff on Iran. Fill us in.
Yeah, I mean, when I start my show tomorrow morning at 5 a.m., I hope I get the news. I mean, I should have the breaking news at that point as well. We're waiting for this Iranian response to our peace terms. And right now, at this moment, I can tell you that Vice President J.D. Vance is meeting with the Prime Minister of Qatar at the White House. So we all know Qatar plays a mediator role for Iran. They try to dance at every wedding, by the way. But that's what's going on as well. That's in the offing. And on the other hand, though, from a not so encouraging point of view, you have a top advisor to the Ayatollahs in Iran saying that control of the Strait of Hormuz is Iran's atomic bomb, and they're not going to relinquish it. So a lot of talk. Right now, we're not seeing much. And by the way, the people with skin in the game, the oil traders, made it clear just how much in the dark we are because oil didn't move a hair today. I think right now, even in after-hours trading where things are a little bit more volatile, it's only a 30-cent move. We're still at the $94 a barrel level, which is where we were at the beginning of the day. So we really are at the edge of our seat here to see what's going to happen. And it'll either happen during your show or mine. Let's make that deal right now.
We'll make that deal.
You mean 10-5? How's that song go?
Working 9 to 5.
Well, this is 10 to 5. You're on the 10.
Yeah, but it's close.
Right.
I'm working 9 a.m. to 5 a.m., so it's like Dolly Parton, right?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Well, thank you, Jake, for bringing us up to date, and we'll talk to you. And I'll be listening to you at 5 o'clock in the morning.
All right, I'll be up. We'll both be up. Okay.
All right.
Listen to this podcast now
On the Red Apple Podcast Network. The Leadership Thread with Dr. Peggy Polonis.
I'm Dr. Peggy Polonis. Join me on each episode where I unravel the story that shaped leaders, tracing the thread that led them where they are today. Because leadership isn't born in adulthood. And thank you once again for joining us on the Leadership Thread, education, ethics, and sustainability.
Download all of Red Apple Media's podcasts right now through your favorite podcast platform.